Hi guys, come on in. Hello, hello, good morning. All right, sorry to keep you waiting, just making sure that I was camera ready. And I'm going to turn the air conditioner. Hey Maria, good morning. We've got our channel sponsor on. Maria, let's connect after this if you're available. I connected with Vel. Hey Sophia. Connected with Vel last night. Let's get our technology and everything together so we will connect. Um, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Hello and good morning. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to class. You guys have named yourselves the scholars, so I'm so happy that you're here. I'm just a mom. I'm a boy mom times two and a home cooker. That's what they called me when they were little. I've been on a health and wellness journey so far, down 75 pounds with at least 35 more to go. So I'm on my way, but I'm not there yet. You guys are here to help keep me accountable. My journey has been using food sensitivities, which was a test that included a cheek swab on the inside and some hair samples. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. But all of the cooking that we do here, all of the recipes that I share with you guys, hey Val, will be you can modify for the family. It's really stuff that I would cook for the family anyway. I just substitute out the ingredients that I can have. So I'll always talk you guys through it. And I'm going to wash my hands and get started and just turn on the air a little bit. Hopefully you guys are well. Happy Friday. All right, so I'm going to start with a beverage. Today we're going to try something kind of new, but not really. I'm going to take my time. Ooh, Sophia says she's eating beef bacon and you made the Maggie cakes? Oh, okay, no problem. So let me know how you like them. I love it when you guys try this. So we'll be doing Maggie cakes tonight, so I'll tell everybody about that. But Sophia, I'd love to know if you're using goat's cheese or cream cheese and how you and hubby love the Maggie cakes. I'm so excited. I'm going to start with a beverage. Usually I do coffee, but I picked this up, I think at walmart.com, just sugar-free apple cider. I know it's more of a fall beverage, but I'm always curious about trying new stuff and then adding it to my list of foods. So these are little packs. I'm just going to take one. They do have the full sugar version, but I try to avoid sugar wherever I can. You guys can see these are only 10 calories. So it's just a little powder mix. I'm going to put it in the Keurig with some hot water, sip on it, and see how I like it. Oh, Maria, you've had it? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Y'all, excuse me, we've got some channel sponsors in the house. So let me go ahead and thank our channel sponsors. Um, Completely optional, but if you want to support the channel, I do have a Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo, and a Zelle. Thank you again. We've got Keisha on the line. We've got Maria, a 2 times channel sponsor. Again, I'm grateful for everything, just you all being here. But some people have asked how they can contribute. We are on our way to 999 YouTube subscribers. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. My mom says Nana wants to be the 1,000th subscriber, so she's holding off on clicking that button until I get to 999. So she's going to make me work for it as it should be. All right, so yes, let's talk about tonight. So Keisha's asking Vel and Maria. So I connected with Vel last night. Y'all, I have a funny story. Maybe I'll tell it towards the end. It's kind of embarrassing for me, but it's still funny. I'm going to clean my counter just to start. Always clean before I go. Links are in the description. This is just Brandless, an affordable granite and stone cleaner. So I'm just going to clean the counters. I see a little spots. It's hard with these type of counters. They're beautiful, but because they're dark, if something spills or whatever, it's kind of hard to see. So I just always clean to start and then, clean as I go. Gail is hiding. Is Gail on? Oh my goodness. Gail. Y'all let me know, and you guys, my scholars, let me know, if Lead Attorney goes live or what's going on, because y'all know I'm actually here cooking what I'm going to eat. So, in case anybody is new here, what I do, to commit to get the rest of this weight off is I only eat when I live stream for you all. Okay, I'm going to read that in a second. So I eat 2 meals a day. So I go live for you twice a day, and I cook and prepare the food that I'm going to eat, and I walk you guys through what I'm doing. And then I pull up a chair, hashtag Dexley. I need to find a way to clip that. And then we do our chat and chow. So let's see what Maria says. So Maria made the Maggie cakes. I'm so excited. And she says it's delicious. The flavor and texture took some getting used to because your brain is defaulting to original pancakes. But for those ladies making this tonight, you're in for a treat. Oh, you use the honey goat's cheese. Yes. So in case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, oh, Bill, you're going to do fine. You're going to do fine. So the Maggie cakes, I guess my signature dish, it's a my substitution for a pancake, but it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free. We're going to be making those tonight. It's April 29th, 5 p.m. Eastern. Y'all, I don't think I put my phones on Do Not Disturb. But the inspiration for a lot of the foods that I make just comes from what I would cook for the family anyway. And the boys like breakfast for dinner. And so one night I had made for them pancakes, like Bisquick pancakes, real thick cut Oscar Mayer bacon, log cabin syrup. I have all that stuff in the house. I just can't have it. So I made it for the boys, of course. They're eating everything. And I'm cleaning up and I'm just like, man, I can't have any of this. So I thought of a way that I could have the pancake experience without all of the sugar and the dairy. That's on my no-no list. And there is something called the egg loaf. You can look it up, or you can look back up my recipe for the raspberry French toast. The egg loaf is a bread substitute, but it's just made from eggs and cream cheese. And you have to mix it, and then you bake it, and then you can slice and pan fry it and make French toast sticks. It's excellent when you have the time. We've done that. That's a great Sunday brunch. But I was thinking if I could take out a step, because even though Nana doesn't like it, I try to take shortcuts when I can. Could I pan fry them either on the griddle or the skillet or the griddle, and they turned out amazing. So yes, like Sophia says, it does take a little getting used to because they are more dense than a fluffy pancake. But when for me, feeling like I have to give up something or feeling like, I can't have that again, it's only a matter of time before you fall off. I've done everything, from Weight Watchers to Nutrisystem, they all work. But the problem is if you don't like that food, consistently, when you stop eating that, y'all know what happens. The weight comes back and then some. So tonight at 5 p.m. is the cook along. All right, let's see. You're nervous. You're fine. Hubby devoured his plate. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy because you guys, my palate has completely changed. And so I think it tastes good. But when you all tell me that it tastes good, that just makes my day. So hubby liked it. Good. You got to feed the guys. And silence and eating. That's a good sign. When the men stop talking, when the boys stop talking, they're just eating. You've nailed it. Maggie cakes are a hit. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so happy. That just made my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, let me start on my beverage. I'm going to take my time. It's Friday. We're going to do some stuffed peppers, a little bit different. And yeah. So come on in, settle in. The chat is study hall. I am your teacher. You guys let me know if Nana comes in. I got scolded by Nana last night. She texted me. She said, I was commenting. You did not read my comments. I was like, Mom, I didn't see it. So if Nana comes in, if Lead Attorney goes live, if I miss something, y'all let me know because I'm over here doing stuff. All right, let me get my mug. Oh, I didn't unload the dishwasher. I'm going to move to a lipstick-free mug. So let's start as per usual. Usually I use white dishes because it makes the food kind of stand out, or black if I'm doing eggs or something light, but it also shows up the lipstick, so try to be a little bit more elegant for you. Hey Tanya, good morning. Oh my gosh, Sophia, I'm so happy to hear that. So instead of coffee or tea this morning, I'm just trying this. I don't know if anybody's had it. I think somebody said they had, just from Walmart. This is sugar-free apple cider. It's 10 calories. So what I'm doing, I hate when this stuff doesn't tear. I need to cut it, but that's fine. All right. So we're gonna cut. It's Friday. Hopefully everybody's looking forward to the weekend. All right. So let's just pour this in here. Can't be too hard, right? And then you guys know about one of the things that came up on my test results is that I was more acidic, and I needed to drink more alkaline water. I was drinking water, but it wasn't staying to hydrate me. It was just kind of going through me. I was always running to the bathroom. Forgive me, but trying to keep it honest here. So my metabolic specialist said you need to drink more alkaline water. You can buy alkaline water already in the bottle. That's fine. In my opinion, it's expensive. You can also make your own. Link is in the description. And this is AlkaZone alkaline water. They're just little drops. It's almost running out, so I got some more. So just put a few in, and it turns regular tap into alkaline water. So now my test results, I'm actually more hydrated, and I'm not running, back and forth as much. So I put it in coffee, I put it in tea, I put it in everything. Ooh, Maria's having lemon ginger tea. Oh, that sounds amazing. Girlfriend of mine, we might be going out for tea. There's this high tea house in Atlanta, and they have, ooh, Sophia, you'll know about this. They actually have clotted cream in the menu. We're part of an etiquette group, and our etiquette teacher is from the UK, and she said it's a proper tea if they have clotted cream. So don't worry, you guys, whether I'm at home in the kitchen or whether I'm traveling, I always take you with me so you can keep up with what I'm eating, either on Instagram or on YouTube. On my community tab, you'll see pictures there. All right, so let's put this, I didn't read the instructions. 6 to 8 ounces of hot water. I figured as much. I like my drinks light and sweet, but I'll do 8. Usually I do 10. All right, so I think we talked about tonight no, we didn't talk about the cook along. I'll get the ingredients. Gail is here. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here, Gail. I hope you brought your plate. Yes, I see she's watching in her plate. Okay, so let's get the ingredients, and we'll get started. Cleaning up. All right, cider's done. Let's give it a try. I still see a little powder at the bottom, but I'm going to give it a stir. Not much to see. But it gives you an option. I always like trying and looking for new things, and I'll share with you guys if I find something that's good. Ooh, ooh, I like it. I like it. I didn't know. Sugar-free apple cider. So where I live, y'all know I'm in the Atlanta area, and we're kind of in that time of year where it's cool in the morning. Excuse me. It's cool in the morning, then it gets hot during the day. But teas, so this is a sugar-free apple cider. I think I put the box away. Let me know if anybody wants to see it again. Just got it from Walmart. I think it was like $3, maybe like a fall clearance. I eat twice a day. That's when I come on live for you all. But between meals and especially in the evening, if you have trouble with snacking, always having a beverage, whether it's water or unsweet iced tea, but hot teas, I find that when you have to just kind of take your time to sip on them, it can kind of keep you from snacking or over snacking. So this is something that I would sip in the evening, but I'm starting my day with it. Very nice. All right, so let me get my apron, and we're gonna get started. Gail, absolutely. Come on into class. I know this is early. I try to do an AM meal and a PM meal, but in my class, you guys are welcome to multitask. You're welcome to lay in the bed. You're welcome to put me on the screen and do other things. This is actually me cooking the food that I'm going to eat. So hopefully, whether you're here because you need to make, changes or you want to lose weight, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a home cooker. If you also have health conditions, I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol. I used to have borderline blood pressure, but all of that has now normalized without medication because I've changed the way that I eat. So I'm really excited because I finally found something that works for me that I'll be able to keep up. So I'm going to be here with you guys for the first 40 years of my life. I had the standard American diet. Sad, right? But now, and I'm 46, but now I'll be here with you guys for the next 40 years, cooking up the good stuff. All right, so let me get my apron. See, it's gonna fog up these glasses, but hey, it's not a real cooking show. It's just me in my kitchen, so come on in. All right, let's get the apron. So I just have a regular Maggie apron. Maggie merch is on the way. You guys have asked for it. I've ordered one for myself to see how it is, so you'll know when I'm wearing it. And then once I like it and approve of it, then I'll drop the link so you guys can see if you want. And there will be like adult sizes and kid sizes. So we just got our regular old apron on. All right. Hope everyone is doing well. I may need to take a break. All right. So we're doing stuffed peppers for breakfast this morning because again tonight we're doing the cook along. So in case anybody is not familiar with that, I've done this twice before, and you can watch the replays on my community tab in YouTube. On YouTube? Yes, on YouTube. For people who want to cook with me or come online, this is a different kind of YouTube channel. We talk and we cook and we eat here. So if you want to cook with me, you can pick whatever you want. Belle and Maria have raised their hands, so they're going to be with me tonight. They want to do Maggie cakes and candy bacon. So we're going to be doing breakfast for dinner tonight. That will be 5 p.m. Eastern. If you're subscribed to me, please consider subscribing if you like what I'm doing. If you're subscribed to me, and I think if you hit that bell, you'll get notifications and reminders when I schedule something. Yes, absolutely. We love you too. This is a different kind of YouTube channel, but everybody is welcome here, whether you love to eat or love to cook like me. You're all welcome here. So the cook along goes like this. You pick the item, so we've got that. We've done 2 before. We did this with Lisa and her daughter. We did crab cakes the first time. I always make the substitute version, and then you can make the full flavor version if you want. The second time we did squash lasagna, which was excellent. We used yellow squash ribbons instead of lasagna noodles for pasta. It was great. And then tonight we're doing the Maggie cakes. Okay, so level 1, just come on in, sit back, relax. Hey Jerry, good to see you. Come on in, sit back, relax. You can watch, we'll cook and talk through it just like we usually do. Level 2, I need to put the recipe in the description, so I'll update that today. If you want to get the ingredients and you want to cook alongside, but you don't want to be on camera, that's totally fine. You can even do it after the video. Sometimes people go back in the replay and they make the food and then they just pause as needed. Just let me know when you guys are done how you like it. You can inbox me or post it and tag me. Or if you want to cook live with me on camera, Maria and Belle are going to do tonight. I'll give you the link. We'll get our technology set up so that you have a little camera in your kitchen and we will cook and I'll walk everybody through it together and we'll literally do it step by step. So that's what the cook along is, and it's going to be tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, April 29th. All right. So we're going to make stuffed peppers today. I'm sipping on my sugar-free apple cider with alkaline drops. So Leanne, who I used to work with years ago, and we're still friends, she has done a twist on the stuffed peppers. You guys, we've done them for breakfast. We have done them with for dinner, like with sausage, I believe. But let me see what she does with hers. I'm just going to pull it up and then I'm going to read it and I'm going to try to recreate it. All right, and she uses egg whites. So I'm going to cut one pepper in half and we'll do egg whites in one and egg in the other. So she does diced onion. She says she doesn't like her presentation, so I'm not going to show the picture, but that's totally fine. Okay. She says, I was jumping around in my kitchen with my hands in the air, Maggie style. Do I do that, y'all? I just get so excited about the food. You know, like I said, I've struggled with weight my whole life. And I always thought that either I would like what I'm eating, but not like how I look, or I would like how I look, but hate what I'm eating. So when I find something that's healthy that I actually like, it's a win-win. I was jumping around in my kitchen with my hands in the air, Maggie style, just like my substitute teacher taught me. Because this pepper, so the stuffed peppers, oh my, we're planning to do sensitivities, cream cheese, Okay, I used a spoon and covered the inside of my pepper with cream cheese. So y'all know I'm going to use goat's cheese. Then I put a few cheese crumbles in the bottom. I'll do shredded cheese. Then pieces of onion. Okay, I'll do that. Then I diced a clove of pickled garlic. Let me see if I have that. And a little shredded cheese, bagel seasoning, I have that, and 2 egg whites that I frothed just a little with a fork. More cheese on the top and then into the air fryer. Took it out, cut it in half, and sprinkled with more bagel seasoning and some peach jalapeno jelly. So I don't have peach jelly, I'll try some of my sugar-free honey. And she eats them every day. So that's what we're going to try today. All right, so I know I need goat's cheese. So goat's cheese is my cream cheese substitute. My test results reveal that I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so I can't have cream cheese. If you can, please have some for me. So I have a goat's cheese that I use. That's a soft spreadable cheese and bagel seasoning. So it sounds like this is a vegetarian option. If you're a vegetarian who eats eggs, this may work for you. I'm going to do one with egg whites and one with a whole egg. All right, so you guys have seen me use this before. Chavry, I think the link is in the description. You can get this at Publix. I order in line on bulk. This is a soft spreadable cheese made from goat's milk. As you can tell, hopefully you can see that picture. I think they're spreading it on something that looks like a bagel. Goat's milk does have an acquired taste, in my opinion. Hey, Shafit. It does have an acquired taste. It is a little funky, a little tangy, kind of a blend between like blue cheese and sour cream. I'm used to it now, but if you're new to goat's cheese, like Sophia said, it is an acquired taste, but some of them are mild and milder than others, so I'll always let you know. This one is a great starter cheese, this Chèvre. It's not funky, it's very mild. Some of the ones that are in the log, like we'll use tonight for the Maggie cakes, those are a little bit more pungent, so just heads up. And then I think I'm going to use the rest of this. This is Whole Foods brand, this shredded goat's cheese. You see I have just a little left. We'll sprinkle that on top. So for goat's cheese, I found 3 versions. There's like this spreadable cheese. They have the melting cheese. And then they also have the crumbled cheese. So that's a good substitute for feta. All right. Okay, so y'all are just talking amongst yourselves. No problem. All right, so she said pepper jelly. I'll use honey. All right, I'm just gonna try and do this from memory. So I have some stoplight peppers, traffic light peppers, red, yellow, and green. Those are fun. I'm going to use the green pepper today. I've done these stuffed peppers with any flavor. The red is very sweet. This is great, a great healthy snack. Would be good for the kids too. It kind of has the sweetness of a carrot and that crunch of a carrot. So if you like, let's see, sorry y'all, trying to, you can cut up the red pepper into like, quarters, smear it with some cream cheese or goat's cheese and sprinkle the bagel seasoning. Excellent. If you need some extra protein, you can put some deli meat. Excellent. The yellow peppers are great. They're very mild. They're great sauteed with veggies. You guys saw me do the pizza last night. We had some leftover yellow pepper. That was excellent. Green bell pepper, pretty much the classic. You can put it on anything. So that's what we're going to use. All right. So we've got our green pepper. I'm going to wash it. This is actually a very nice shape. And I'm going to take my time and just kind of share with you guys things that, I've gotten the feedback that I do move kind of quickly. So I want to make sure that, I'm teaching you well. So please ask any questions that you have. When I've done the stuffed peppers, especially for me, because I'm just cooking for one, the boys are with their dad. So, I look for peppers that have a nice flat base like this because when I put it in the air fryer, especially when you have like egg whites or you crack an egg in it, if it's kind of a funky shape, it could tilt and spill. You can just slice off the bottom to give you a nice base, but for presentation, I don't want to mess it up if I don't have to. So this is a very nice shape. If you want to cook it upwards like this, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. If you saw the picture in the thumbnail, hey Sonia. Sonia is the reason why I go live. She was the first one to ask me, are you going to do cooking demonstrations? And here we are. All right, so what I'm going to do with the pepper, I'm actually going to cut it. I don't know if that's crossways. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. So I'm going to cut the pepper this way and kind of open it flat. For a couple reasons. I want that good surface area in the middle to smear all the goodness in, and I want to do kind of like an open face boat when I pour my egg whites. And one's going to be egg whites and one's going to be a cracked egg. The other thing is, what is the other thing? Oh, yes. The flatter surface area, it will cook better. We'll see. I'm doing it for the first time. But when I've done the stuffed peppers before, what I've done is I've just sliced off the top like that. And then I have this big basin. And you guys have seen we put either like mushrooms, onions, crumbled sausage, or turkey bacon, cheese, and everything. If you put your egg in first, and then you have all of your goodness over top, that's fine. But it's kind of hard to know when the egg is done, because I'm not good with times and temperatures. I kind of eyeball stuff. Nana said cook with all of your senses. So I kind of do layers and then I crack the egg on top so that I can see. And sometimes I'll just touch and see if that yolk is still jiggly or if it's set. So you can do it whatever you like. All right, let's wash our pepper. Get to cutting. I'm also a Scentsy consultant. Forgot to say, if anyone needs home fragrance, this is Luna. That's the soap I'm using today. And as always, link is in the description. So we just washed off our green pepper. I'm gonna get a cutting board and a knife. I didn't unload the dishwasher, so I'm still having to get some stuff there. Just a cutting board and a knife. Brandless, I know this looks crazy, but link is in the description. They make really good affordable products, so you need a good chef's knife, and they have them there, I think under $10, so give it a look. So I'm going to cut our green pepper. It's beautiful. I try to use the natural grooves and just kind of go around that way, so maybe we'll cut like this. All right, so I've cut my green pepper in half. So I'm going to scoop out the middle, the seeds. Just do this over the trash. Okay. So I try to do it gently. I want to keep as much of a basin as I can. I'll rinse it out again just to get the seeds, but let me see if I can get a little bit of that stem or whatever that is in the middle so that I have like a nice little bowl for our eggs and goodness. All right, so one down, one to go. I'm just gonna use my hands and gently pull. I'm trying to be gentle because I don't want to rip it through here, because then when I crack my egg in, everything will fall out. So I'm gently just taking out the seeds and any of the little white stuff. Okay, not bad. And then I'm going to take out this piece in the middle. I don't know what it's called. One of y'all probably does. Okay, so I've got my two green pepper egg halves. Not bad. I'm just going to rinse them so that I can get those little seeds out. All right. So I'm going to turn these upside down on a paper towel just so they can dry for a little bit. When you're cooking and baking, you want to try and have your stuff, well, at least for these, I'm going to try and get them as dry as possible so that I get that nice, like, crusty, cheesy, melty experience. All right. So Leanne says that she uses, I'm going to use a paper towel too, just get in here and dry it gently because these are delicate. So Leanne says she used the back, excuse me, used the back of a spoon to smear cream cheese on the inside of her peppers. So you got one green pepper, nice and relatively dry. So now I'm just going to dry the other one. Probably doesn't matter. Hey, Miss Lady. Aw, I know you're slammed at work. I'm going to be in meetings too. I do work. I work from home, thankfully, for a software company. So I am able to have access to the kitchen. I know a lot of people have struggled in the pandemic, but it's actually been a blessing for me. It was the reset that I needed. I am a former corporate executive, so I'm just like y'all. I've had that long 2-hour commute, ripping and running, eating fast food, just trying to keep it together until the weight problem turned into a health problem. So here we go. But so happy to see all of you here. And again, feel free to multitask in Maggie's class. All right, so we've got our green peppers here. They're cored and they're relatively dry. So now I'm going to go in with the Chavry. So this is my substitute for goat's cheese. Again, you can get this at Publix, but you can see here, this is a nice like cheese board cheese if you're going to do a charcuterie board. I did a little mini one. If you go back in my YouTube videos, you will find, I think it's called the cheese plate, where I just, sometimes you don't want a whole meal. You just want like a bunch of finger foods for a snack. And I did make a little cheese board for one. So that's an option. If you're having company, that might be a nice snack, or some fun finger foods for the kids, or if you're, for whatever reason. All right, so I'm just peeling the top off of this, or the foil off of this cream cheese, goat's cheese for me. It's hard to see, but y'all can kind of see it's like a smooth, spreadable cheese. All right, so let me get another spoon. I'm gonna get a small one so I can get in all the corners. Greedy. All right, so now I just took this out of the fridge just now. You guys can see here. So this is my cream cheese substitute. What I would probably recommend, what I probably should have done, is taken it out and let it sit outside for just a minute to kind of soften it. Cream cheese, you know, when you need to maneuver it like that, if it's softer, then you don't have to mash as hard. And when you're working with something delicate like a green pepper, you don't want to like mangle it all up. So I'm going to try and get in here just kind of gently and coat the inside. Oh, it's not bad. Once like little delicate paint brush strokes, right? So I'm just using the back of a spoon. That's what Leanne did. And if you guys make any of my recipes, hey Josh, welcome in. If you guys make any of my recipes and you come up with your own substitutions, please, let me know. A cookbook is on the way. I've been dragging my feet, but when I started my health and wellness journey, and I got my list of substitutions, and I've just been cooking because I was raised to, cook for the family. So I've been cooking anyway. So I just get inspiration from a lot of different places, and I started to come up with creative ways to eat the stuff that I have to have, eat the stuff that I can have, and make stuff that I want to have. I think that's what I meant to say. So anyway, I would post the finished product, those of y'all who have been with me for a while, or you can go back and look on my Instagram. I have all of these food posts. And it was literally the finished product of me, this is what I'm eating today, to try and hold myself accountable. And, my corporate experience in amenities and services, I was a senior manager for the Coca-Cola company, and I managed a team that took care of the campus, so 7 restaurants, fitness center, clinic, all that stuff. So we learned about white glove service. So I try to bring that to what I do for myself. All right, so you guys can see here the inside of the pepper, and I've just smeared it with goat's cheese for me. It could be cream cheese for you. All right, let's do the other one. So I would post pictures of what I was making, and people would say, "Did you make that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I made that." So again, this is what I'm using in case anybody hopped on. Chavri, this is my goat's cheese substitute, a wonderful mild cheese. You can smear this on fruit, smear this on crackers, whatever you like. Okay, so people would ask, did you make that? Yeah, I made that. And so then because people didn't believe, because it kind of, presentation is important to me. I know some people just, throw it on a paper plate and you're moving fast. We've all been there, no judgment. But because I don't eat much, I want to make sure that I'm enjoying what I'm eating. And eating for me is a whole experience, all of the senses, right? We eat with our eyes first. So I like to make it look nice. And when I serve it to others, people are like, ooh, ah. So anyway, I started posting the before and after pictures. So like all of my ingredients on the counter, and then I would post the finished product. So people could see, yeah, this was actually me. This is what I do every day. And then people started asking, how did you make that? And so then I would go back into the post and I would put in the comments, first you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this. I think we're good enough. So I've got the second green pepper smeared with goat's cheese on the inside. Wonderful. Exquisite. All right, so we've got a green pepper cut in half, cored, and smeared with goat's cheese on the inside. Cream cheese if you can have it. All right, I've forgotten already what she put in hers, so let's see. Let me go back to the message. I probably should have printed this out. Let's see. I'll do a screenshot. Oh, I need to go get those pickles. Use a spoon, cover the inside of my pepper with cream cheese. Then I put a few cheese crumbles in the bottom. Okay, so she uses cheese crumbles. She uses a brand called, I've never heard of it, Cooper. I don't know. I think it's a Missouri brand, but it's cow dairy. It's real like cheese that I can't have. So let's see. We're gonna put. I have little containers of stuff all in the fridge. I don't know. Oh, looks like some of the pepper jack. So this is just. Let me taste this. Yeah, it looks like the pepper jack. I don't know what it is, but I'll get the package. I think I know what it is with the little specks. So I'm gonna get it in my hand properly. I'm gonna put some goat's cheese on the inside on both of them. When you have your ingredients kind of prepped and ready, I'm always saying this, it makes it easy to kind of assemble. So this is what we have so far. Pepper, cream cheese, and then I believe that's the pepper jack cheese. I'll show you guys what it is. I believe because it has the specks in it, you guys can see. I don't know if you can see, but this is one of my favorites, LeClaire. You can get this at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market close to me. I buy in line on bulk. Hey, Diary of Belle Rose. Good morning and welcome. So this is my substitute for a good melting cheese. You can see it comes in the block, and I shred it myself. Try to. But this is my substitute for like mozzarella, pepper jack, cheddar, if you need a good melting cheese. The Chavry is my substitute for cream cheese, ricotta, if you need a good spreadable cheese. Both made from goat's milk. I'm tripping. Both made from goat's milk because I can't have cow dairy. So just always here to give you guys options. And if you guys have some substitutes that I'm not familiar with, please share. All right, let's do the screenshot. So she did cream cheese and then cheese crumbles and then pieces of onion. Okay, so I've got a red onion here. I'm just gonna do a quick dice. Let me go get my little chopper. Show you guys a quick little gadget that you can use. It makes veggie prep easier. I think the link is in the description. I don't know what this one is called. It was $10 at Walmart. You can get the fancy ones from Pampered Chef, but it's basically a little food chopper. It's great for stuff you don't want to cut by hand, like onion. So I have a red onion here, or at least a piece of one, and I'm going to just cut a nice little block off. All you do with this little chopper, it has a little tray, or you can do it directly on the counter. And then you put this blade device over top so it's safe. Kids can help with this. And then you whack it on the counter. The more you hit it, the finer the chop. So I'll do like 5. And you guys see what we have here. So nice chunks of onion. If I did 5 more, it would be a smaller dice. But I like onion, so this is fine for me. You could do your mushroom, you could do nuts, you could do herbs, you could do whatever you want. All right, so what we have so far, our green peppers cut in half and cored. We have our cream cheese, goat's cheese for me, smeared on the inside, and then some pepper jack, whatever cheese you like, I'm sure is fine. And she said she put onion, so I'm gonna do red onion. I'm sure any onion is fine. I like onion. If you don't, you can omit this step. Yes, Diary of Belle Rose. Yeah, I've seen them called slap chop, food chopper. There's all kind of names for it. Get whatever works for you. This one was $10 at Walmart and it works fine. I had a Pampered Chef one that bit the dust, but when you buy ingredients, if you have more money than time, you can buy them already chopped in the store so that you have your ingredients, good to go in the fridge. If you have more time than money, you can chop a little bit quickly for a recipe like we're doing now. The way my mom taught me on the weekends was kind of like her like meal prep day. She would kind of have everything like chopped and ready and in containers in the fridge so that during the busy work week you could grab and go. So you could take, you know, like your bag of peppers and just go ahead and chop it up. You need it small enough to fit in here. So you would probably like need to quarter your onion, quarter your peppers. The only thing I probably wouldn't do in here is like a tomato. Hey, Life of Cash, thank you for being here. The only thing I wouldn't do in here is something that's kind of watery, like a tomato, because it could kind of get messy. You want a fruit or vegetable that's got like some substance to it so it chops up nicely. All right. So you can see here, we've got our green pepper. We've got it smeared with cream cheese. We've got pepper jacks, shredded cheese, and then now some red onion. All right, she says, I diced a clove of Wickles pickled garlic. Let me see if I have that. So, you know, people live in different places and y'all have different things in your grocery store. So I don't have the Wickles brand, but I do have this. And I don't even know if this is pickled. But just like you can pickle cucumbers and make pickles, you can pickle onion, you can pickle okra. Apparently you can pickle garlic. I've never heard of that before. Let me look in the ingredients. Yeah, so this is just regular garlic. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to take one out. I was trying to get the pickled one, but funnily enough, I can't have, oof, got that garlic smell for real. I can't have cucumber. That came up on my sensitivities, so I can't have pickles. I'm thinking I do have like banana pepper. That'll give me the pickle, like the vinegar taste, but she used garlic, so I'm just gonna go with the garlic. Garlic is another thing you can do in the food chopper, so I'm gonna go ahead and move my onions out of the way and just put this garlic clove in here. So especially something like onion or garlic that you don't want on your hands, I'm just putting one garlic clove in here and I'm gonna do a fine chop so you guys can see. I'll whack it like, I don't know, maybe 10 times. Let's see what it looks like. So again, just one garlic clove, took the onion out. Sorry, it's so loud. All right. So we've got our garlic kind of diced up. So if you don't have good knife skills, that's fine. Like I say, I'm not a chef, I'm just a home cooker. But you can use a chopper like this or just cut it in half and then cut it in half and then cut it in half. So I'm gonna put some garlic. Hopefully that's okay. I do like garlic, not like love it, but anytime I try a new recipe, I always, Leanne, hey, yes, I'm making your recipe. Leanne, I'm talking about you. I've got your recipe up. The only thing I don't have, and I'll show you what we have so far. I didn't have pickled garlic, so I'm using this. I just got this whole garlic cloves, but this is Leanne's version of the stuffed peppers. So we have a green pepper cut in half, cored, smeared with goat's cheese on the inside. Then I put some pepper jack shredded cheese and red onion and then the chopped garlic. Aw, thank you. Friday is hair day, so that's why I was a little bit late. So always want to make sure I presentable and represent you all well. I definitely want to age gracefully. So thank you all for being here. All right. So let's see what else Leanne says. Now that you're here, Leanne, you can walk me through it. But I've got your text message up. So then she diced a clove of pickled garlic and a little more shredded cheese. Okay. I love the cheese on every layer. So again, no cow dairy for me. If you can have mozzarella or whatever cheddar, please have some for me. I'm using this shredded goat's cheese from Whole Foods. You can shred your own or you can buy it. You know, you will hear me say the bag shredded cheese, it's fine, but they do put some extra ingredients in it to keep it from clumping together. And, you know, I try to eat as natural as possible, but look, I am not the food police. We all start somewhere, so eat what you, use what you have, do what works for you, because that's the only way you're going to maintain. Oh, Maria loves garlic. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and finish the rest of this. When I go to Whole Foods or when I have it delivered, sometimes these are out of stock. They have the only place I've seen the sliced goat's cheese for sandwiches, and then this shredded goat's cheese. Sometimes they're out of stock, so I just try to buy them so I have them in the house. All right, so all right, I feel like I should have my spoon to mash this stuff in here. All right, so this is what we have so far. All right, bagel seasoning. This is a great all-purpose seasoning and it shows up well. This is basically all of those seeds and salt and pepper that you would have on the top crust of a bagel. I don't eat bagels, but this gives you a nice like bagel experience. You can buy this stuff anywhere. It's got some sesame seeds, so it gives you a little bit of crunch. I love it on eggs. So Leanne says she puts the bagel seasoning inside. See what I mean? I don't know if that shows up. It's kind of pretty. Gives you a little bit, you know, more than just salt and pepper. So that's an option. But hey, season it how you like. Whatever works for you. All right, so she did bagel seasoning and then she did 2 egg whites. She said 2 egg whites that I frothed just a little with a fork. Okay. I know I put spinach on my thumbnail. I have spinach out, but I'm going to try and do this in honor of Leanne the way she did, as close to possible. But, you know, toss whatever you like in there. All right, so let me get the egg whites and then I'm going to froth a little bit. Okay, so she said she used 2 egg whites. I just eyeball stuff. This I just picked up from Ingles. Y'all can get egg whites in any grocery store. It doesn't take a lot because, you know, again, we're gonna pour this in this pepper. But I'm also thinking, okay, I need to get it on a tray because I'm gonna have to move it. Let me shake it up first. Okay, so Leanne says the jalapeno one from Aldi is great. The jalapeno what, sweetheart? I missed it. The jalapeno, let me know which ingredient. Y'all, I'm trying to read and do everything. Gail, I know I said I was going to make you a moderator and I forgot to give you the wrench, but hey, enjoy and relax. We're taking our time here, so it's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just getting a spoon. Since I'm gonna pour my liquid in, I'm just gonna kind of go in there and press down a little bit because I'm greedy and I want everything that I can have. So I'm just pressing down inside the pepper. Now when you put your egg white in there, I'm going to do one with egg white the way Leanne does, and then the other one I'm going to crack a whole egg. And when you do that, you know, it's a liquid. It's kind of going to go into all the little crevices and, you know, get ooey gooey when we put it in the air fryer. Getting excited. All right. So I just mashed it down. You can eat it like this if you like raw onion and garlic. Okay. So let's put a little egg white from Walmart, just a glass gravy boat. Probably can do more than that. I want it filled to the brim. Greedy. But before I put the egg in it, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the tray. Since I'm going to use the air fryer to cook, I want to get it on what it's going to cook on so that when I move it with my liquid eggs, I'm not spilling everywhere. All right, I'm going to use this tray for my air fryer. I haven't unpacked the dishwasher yet, but you can see it's got a little bit of basin in it, and I'm going to line this with foil just in case anything bubbles over. I'm thinking, yeah, these will, you can see I'm just thinking they'll stay pretty stable. If you have peppers that are not stable on their own, let's say you can see these are kind of like more tapered towards the end, you could cook multiples of these. This would be a nice little station for the kids. You know, you could have the peppers and everybody could make their own, like pizza. Just a couple ideas. These are from the Dollar Tree, which used to be $1. These little like foil tins, you know, you could put the pepper side by side so that you have some structure. And these are like, what is this? Little mini round pans for $1. You could put your, you know, pepper in something like this so that, you know, it'll hold all of your ingredients. Jalapeno bagel seasoning at Aldi. Thank you so much. And now you add baking powder to the egg whites. Okay. All right. So let's line this with foil. These are pretty flat, so they're gonna stay in place for me. So I'm just gonna line the tray with foil for easy cleanup. I didn't get it all, but it's fine. Hey, Ida. Thank you for being here. All right. So we've got our green peppers. Again, you can use any pepper. So I've just got them on my air fryer tray. What we have so far, line the inside with goat's cheese for me, could be cream cheese for you, red onion, chopped garlic, shredded cheese, and now we're going in with the egg. I'm hungry. I'm going to have some fruit while this is cooking. Thank you all for being here. All right. So I just poured some egg whites. These are just regular old carton egg whites from the store. You can, you know, crack a whole egg and separate the whites. I'm not doing that. Sorry, Nana may be watching. So Leanne says she just frosts them a little bit. I just have a little mini whisk. You can use a fork, but we're just going to put some air inside. So we're going to pour egg white into one of the peppers. And then we're going to crack a whole egg in the other one because I want to see the difference. Just nosy. Okay. So you can see our egg whites. I just frothed it a little bit. All right. Which one? Let's go over here. Oh. You know, if you just continue to froth an egg white, that's where you get the meringue from. All right. So hopefully you guys can see I had a little bit of a spill, but you can see, hopefully you can see my egg white is in there jiggling around. Okay, let me set this down. And then for the other one, I'm cracking a whole egg. If it were me, I'd put 2 eggs in both of them, but I want to give this egg white one a try. If you have to watch your cholesterol, egg whites may be an option for you. So I have regular old eggs. If you use the egg substitute, give it a try. That will probably work. If you're a complete vegetarian, you don't eat eggs at all, the just egg is a good substitute as well. All right, so let's crack an egg. And I'm going into the other one. Very nice. I'm happy. It just laid right on in there. I'll show you guys what I have. So you guys can see this one right here. I don't want to tilt it too much, but you can see I cracked the egg in there. Egg white and whole egg. All right, so let's see, Leanne, what's next? Let me pull up my, oh my gosh, my screenshot. So 2 egg whites and frothed, and then more cheese on top, and then into the air fryer. Okay, so let me wash my hands since I was touching raw egg. We're gonna put a little bit more cheese, and then they're gonna go in the air fryer. So the cheese that I'm gonna use now, I think this is my Manchego cheese. Since I can't have cow dairy, I've had to find a lot of different substitutes. I'll show you guys the package. I think this is the Manchego. This is a cheese that I've shredded. Manchego cheese is made from sheep's milk. Y'all, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a home cooker, but apparently There are proteins in dairy that I can't tolerate, so I shred this and it's in a little meal prep container. So I like cheese, so I'm going in pretty liberally. I want it nice and bubbling and golden and all that goodness. So I'm going to do both sides. Almost done, so I'm going to finish it. Oh, my egg whites. See, I'm moving around. All right, I got to keep it steady because my egg whites are starting to spill out. That's what I get for being greedy. All right, Leanne. So this is what we have. So these are going to go in the air fryer. Carefully. Just try and pick up anything. I'm just checking. Okay, then you cut it in half. After you cook it, more seasoning, and then the peach jalapeno jelly. That sounds nice. The door is supposed to come off for easy cleaning. Okay, just checking to make sure that I have it level because my air fryer has little like shelf options like a bookcase, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't have it like this. Also, my air fryer, the heat source is at the top, so I brought it up towards the top because I want that nice like bubbling brown on the cheese. So we'll check it and clean up. And I think I'm going to make a little fruit parfait. Hey, HLG. Aw, thank you so much. Y'all, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. Please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Helps the channel to grow. And I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you're watching on another platform, please just hop over to YouTube and subscribe and like. That helps the channel to grow. I'm eligible for monetization once I get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm in the 600s now, close to 700. So we're going for $9.99 because my mom said Nana will hit the like, Nana will subscribe. She wants to be number 1,000. I don't think my likes are set to visible. I don't see this software that I'm using. I don't see likes. I don't see anything. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you. Thank you, Diary. So Val, I may need some help with that. You are a superstar. All of my scholars are superstars. Y'all inspire me. You really hold me accountable. I'm going to get the rest of this weight off and bring you guys on my journey. All right, so I'm going to clean up while our peppers are in the air fryer. And honestly, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna take a quick bio break. So I'm gonna mute it. I think I'm gonna put some music and put the screensaver up. So let's see here. I'm still here. I just need a couple of minutes drinking this cider. So 1 second. All right, thank you guys so much. All right, so I'm just gonna clean up here. I wish, but this is not a real cooking show. This is just me. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me wash my hands. All right, we're gonna clean up. I think I'm done with that apple cider, clearly. I think I want to make a coffee. I just like a coffee in the morning. That's new for me. I never really used to like coffee, but all right. So let me clean up, show you guys what we had. This was our spreadable goat's cheese, which is a cream cheese substitute. This was our shredded cheese, the Leclerc pepper jack. This is my mozzarella or cheddar substitute. I'm gonna go toss my eggshells outside. I'm still struggling with the lizard gecko thing, so I was told eggs keep them at bay. Sorry you had to hear me scream. There was one right at my door. I hate them. They scurry. Oh, I don't know. That was embarrassing. I did get the spinach out, but I'm not going to use it since we're going to make these lianes. I know y'all, I was screaming. There was a little lizard at my door. I'm fine. I just opened the door to throw out the egg, and it just, a good scramble, egg white and fresh spinach, toss in some cheese, great in an omelet. But yes, thank you, diary. I'm fine. Ugh. I think my fruit parfait is still good. Strawberries or raspberries? I think I'll do. All right, just cleaning up. Find a container. Yes, I know. Go ahead and laugh. Please laugh at me. Y'all, I am many things. I am not an animal lover. I'm sorry. Don't hold it against me. I just, I don't want anything to ever be, harmed in any way, but I just don't like anything that scurries. It's so funny. I went to Costa Rica for spring break. Daggum iguanas, just, you're looking at them, they're looking at you. All right, just cleaning up. I'm just gonna scrape my little extra onion into a little Ziploc bag. I tried everything, y'all. Raw eggs, pepper flakes. Somebody's come and put snake away. I've owned my home for 12 years, and it's like every spring they just come out, and it's like they know that I'm. All right, cleaning up. Let me get myself together. So I'm smelling some cheese bubbling. Mom says cook with all your senses. Don't just set it and forget it. Once you smell, you know, things starting to waft through the air, you know, they're cooking. So go check on it. Gladly. Not bad. So you see how the pepper is starting to blister? And then you see how we got that nice golden cheese. But I'm going to touch just the top part. I like my eggs a little bit more set. And when I touch on them, they're still kind of jiggly. So I'm going to move it down in the air fryer. So it's not, I love the color, but the texture is not there yet. And I still see a little bit of wet for the egg white and egg. So I'm going to lower them down and put them back in. But we're on our way. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Leanne, yes, let me know if I'm doing it the way you would. Clean up. I'm going to clean my counter and make a little fruit parfait. That's one of the things I love about the air fryer. Air fryer, you could do this in the oven, you could do this in the convection oven, the toaster oven. I'm just cooking for one, but I love the air fryer because it has a fan inside. I've got it. Thank you, sweetheart. It's got a fan inside, so it blows the hot air around, and food cooks faster, which is a good thing. And I don't have to, I use the big oven during the holidays, so I don't have to heat up the house. All right. So just got a little sprinkled cheese and a little stuff on the counter. When I hear things, I'm like, all right, clean as you go. If you make a mess, clean it up. Don't let someone come behind you. I thought I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. All right, sorry about that. All right, wash my hands again. Falling apart over here. All right, so I don't know. Do I want to do strawberries or want to do raspberries? I think I'll do the strawberries. I have a fruit yogurt dip from yesterday. I'm going to eat that as leftovers, but I'll tell you guys what's in it because it's a great substitute for sugary yogurt. Even when cool, the apple cider vinegar or apple cider, whatever it is, it's good. Now I'm ready for coffee. So that's one thing that I'm always doing throughout the day. I always have a beverage, unsweet tea, coffee, water, whatever. It just kind of keeps me from always reaching for food. They say sometimes when you feel like you're hungry, you're actually thirsty. So, So I always keep a beverage, and if I still feel that hunger pain, and I'm like, okay, then I need to eat something. All right, so we got our little Paris mug. Again with the alkaline drops. If you guys were on earlier, I put that in everything. I'm just doing regular donut shop coffee. I'm using the Keurig. Link should be in the description for my top 5 video. You can save a lot of money and calories making your own drinks at home. So for sweetener, I'm using this Skinny Syrups. This one is white chocolate. You can see 0 calorie and 0 sugar. So this is like my pump syrup substitute that you would get in the coffee shops. So I like it light and sweet. Add a little bit. I have the pump things. I probably should put it on there and make it look more professional. I just pour. And then instead of half and half, because I can't have dairy, I'm using this Silk half and half alternative. Now this one does have oat milk and coconut milk. Moving too fast, I really can't have grains, so I should have gotten one that's oat milk and almond milk and coconut milk. So anyway, I put everything in here, the syrup, the alkaline drops, and the creamer, and then I'm gonna brew into here. Let's check our pepper. So we see it's gotten all blistered, and you see how it's puffed up? Before it was still kind of low. To me, that means our egg or egg whites. I can't remember which one is which. I think this is egg whites. But I'm gonna touch the, still a little soft. I don't like a runny yolk, so I'm gonna put it in just a couple more minutes, but I think we're ready to cut. And if you like your eggs runny, like when you cut them, you can, eat it now. I'm gonna do just a couple more minutes, but this is what we've got. Put it in the middle. All right. So coffee is done. This is the color that I'm looking for. I'm gonna taste it to make sure that it's good. A little bit more sweet. I know I take my time on these live streams and just kind of walk you guys through everything that I'm doing. But everything that I make is really under 30 minutes if it's just me in the kitchen. But I'm trying to teach you guys, so feel free to adjust as needed. But then also I got some feedback that I seemed kind of rushed. So since it's just me and I'm cooking for one, I'm taking my time. I have been there where you're trying to come from home, or you come home with the commute, and everybody comes to the door, and what are we eating? And they're hungry, and you got to figure it out. But the boys are almost 13 and 15 now, and I've taught them how to cook. So when I have the time to take a little bit of time, I will. So I'm glad that you all are still here. So a little bit more white chocolate. They have all the flavors, vanilla, whatever you like. Whatever you like. Ah, perfect. All right, and then just to be fancy, completely optional, I'm gonna do a little bit of whipped cream and dusting with cinnamon, just for presentation, completely optional. I am gonna cut up a couple strawberries, and then we're ready to plate. All right, so the air fryer is turning off. It will continue to, cook in the residual heat. So I'm gonna take a few strawberries. These are my snacks, but I eat them with meals. I keep forgetting. I'm like, where are my dishes? I didn't unload the dishwasher. Y'all, I do have a funny story time about last night with Vel. All right, let's just check on the peppers. All right, nice and firm. Not firm. You see it still goes down a little bit, but good. Hi. All right, leave those in there for 2 seconds. Let me wash a couple strawberries. So the fruits that I eat are the ones that are low sugar. Apples, oranges, berries. Right now, I know it's mango season. That's what Suzette Speaks said. But I don't eat mango or pineapple or papaya. I love it all. But I have to eat the low sugar fruits because I'm still trying to lose. But when I was in Costa Rica, I ate everything, rice and beans and all that. Handful of strawberries. I'm just going to wash them. Getting off the artificial sugar or additional sugar was probably one of the hardest things. But once you get it out of your system, things that are naturally sweet taste so much sweeter. But I'm not going to lie to y'all, it was like a 2-week detox. You're cranky, you're nauseous, or at least I was, and then things get better. So I know we hate to hear lifestyle change, but this is what's working for me. All right. Quick presentation with the strawberries. Of course, you can dunk them whole. That's fine. I'm just going to cut off the top. And then you have a flat surface to cut on. That makes it safer for the kids. And then I just cut in half and cut in half. So just a quick quarter. And I do it down from the top on the cutting board. So now I have, my quartered strawberries. That's great to, garnish anything. I'm just going to eat it just like this with a fork. But that's a quick way to just make it look a little bit more, I don't know, you know what I mean. Completely optional. You can just reach in there and eat them. Hey, good morning, Mona. Mona, my amazing moderator. Please drop your channel. You have a family channel. We're just about to plate and eat. The cooking is done. And if you guys have a YouTube channel or a business, please put it in the chat and I will definitely bring it up. You guys are here to support me, so I want to support you. Almost done. Just getting a nice bowl of strawberries. My oldest son, he will open the container, eat them just out of this from the store, not even washed. Eat a whole container. He's almost 15 and he's a swimmer, so when he comes out of the pool, just stand back. It's ridiculous. All right. So you can see here, our strawberries just washed and quartered. Gives you a little bit nicer presentation if you want. If not, hey, do what works for you. All right, so you can eat them just like this. You could dust them with powdered sweetener. What I have, I made a fruit dip yesterday or day before. If you ever, I'm gonna taste it, make sure it's still good. This is plain yogurt with the Skinny Syrups vanilla, no, white chocolate. I'm just going to drizzle them. I mean, if you've ever bought a fruit tray and they have that sugary sweet dip on the inside that's full of sugar, you can make your own. So you can dip, or I'm just going to, completely optional, make a little fruit cup, just a little fancy. All right, so Leanne, it's time to get our peppers out. Oh, another fancy, I forgot to show you guys with the coffee. Non-dairy whipped cream made with coconut milk. They also have an almond milk version. So you can have the whipped cream experience without cow dairy. If you can have cow dairy, just use the regular Ready Whip. I'm so scared it's gonna splatter me. So a little whipped cream and then a dusting of cinnamon. Again, completely optional, but when you're serving others, we all eat with our eyes first. So I'll do this for myself too, just a little whipped cream. So, I can make this as a little snack. Ooh, the warming spice, it just adds something. But I'm hungry, so let's get to the pepper. All right. Aw, thank you, Mona. All right, everyone. I'm excited and nervous when I'm trying something new because I'm doing it in front of y'all, but hey, I'm gonna tell you if it's good or not good. So let's put our berries away. All right, so let's get our plate. Nice square plate, something fancy, just because, no reason. All right. Oh, great. All right, so we have a beautiful browning on the cheese. So these were green peppers lined with cream cheese, goat's cheese for me, sprinkled cheese, red onion, garlic, egg white and egg, and more cheese. Cheese, please. All right. I'm just reaching in there with my hand. All right. Y'all know I take these pictures of the food. I'm going to take one before I cut into it, Leanne. All of the pictures of the finished product will be on my community tab and Instagram. So breakfast is ready. Food looks good. Okay. So breakfast is ready. All right. So let's take some pictures. Oh, battery died. One moment. No wonder it wasn't doing anything. Let's use the other one. Okay. So let's take a quick picture. Take several from many angles. And this is how it all started, me just taking pictures of the food. Hi, Ada. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to class. Then I will pull up the chair and we will chat and chow. Some with the flash, some without the flash. All right. So again, oh, was that on the bake setting? Y'all, I used the French fry setting. I know that sounds weird. So it was 400 for 15 minutes in the air fryer. Oh, coffee dusted with whipped cream and, excuse me, cinnamon. All right, so Uncle Stu said I need to hold up the food longer. So I'm going to have some of my berries and a yogurt dip. Try some of that. If you can have dairy, just use Greek yogurt. That's fine. This is almond yogurt. I'll show it to you guys. But I try to eat fruit with my meals. It could be a nice dessert. Mm, mm, mm. I could probably put a little powdered sweetener on there. Just because I avoid sugar does not mean I don't have sweet. So this is what I made before. This is my yogurt made from almond milk, and you can see it's plain. So very low on sugar, 0 added sugar. Yogurt is another culprit. A lot of the stuff that's supposed to be healthy. And then I just poured in some of this white chocolate syrup, mixed it together. But I'm going to do a little sweetener. I'm coming to the peppers. This Swerve is my powdered sugar substitute, the confectioners. So I just want a little bit extra on my strawberries. Oh no. And we're coming to the pepper. I know, that's hard to see. Okay, let's cut into this pepper. I did want to give it just a second to set. Perfect. All right, so I've taken the fruit off. Now Leanne says, took it out, cut in half, sprinkle more bagel seasoning and some peach jalapeno jelly. So let's start with the cutting in half first. I'm going to use a serrated knife, another Brandless option, and I don't have peach jalapeno jelly, so I'm going to do my honey substitute. I was trying to see if I had one open, but I don't, so I'm going to open one of these. You guys have seen me use the Sucre Gold. All right, so let's go in there and cut. Got that nice cheesy crust going down. Okay, so this is the one with the egg white. Y'all, I don't know how I get kicked out of my own live stream, but I cut the one with the egg white in half, and you guys can see. That's the one with egg white. All right. I'll go ahead and cut both in half. Going down with the serrated knife. Don't want to mess up my crusty cheese. And don't want to disintegrate my egg. Oh, man. It's a little delicate. Okay. Used a fork, as I should. Woo! So that's the one with the whole egg. Looking good. So we have that's the egg. Let me turn them out. And that's the egg white. All right. I'm getting excited, Leanne. And you said more bagel seasoning. So this is the regular. I know she uses the jalapeno. I'm going to put it on the cut side. Just sprinkle a little. They're like disintegrating and leaking hot. All right. That was not smart. All right. Bagel seasoning. Just getting excited. So all right, and try and take another picture. I know y'all, I'm coming. Oh, we got to drizzle with the, she uses peach jalapeno jelly. I'm going to drizzle with honey. So this Sucre Gold is from the Netherlands or one of those Scandinavian countries. It's a sugar-free honey substitute. I think I burned my finger. Just be careful with these peppers because the water and everything inside is really hot. So just taking the top off. I tell the kids not to do this, but okay. So this is going to be my jalapeno jelly. I could do like red pepper flake. So let's just do a little red pepper flake. Let's go for it. So we have some crushed red pepper. Again, this is completely optional. I think it looks beautiful. Egg white. I know, last time for the pictures, and then I promise I'm gonna taste. It's beautiful, Leanne. All right. It is time. We'll do the egg white one first. Oh my God. Oh my God. The onion, the garlic, the crusty cheese. So good. Y'all, I'm gonna get Dexley, but I'm eating. This one is the egg white, and I'm gonna take a bite of the egg one, y'all. Leanne, it is fire. Mm. So good. Mild, sweet green pepper. Mm. Mm. I should be eating with a knife and a fork. It's so good. I'm gonna try the one with the whole egg. I cracked an egg inside and cooked it underneath the cheese. Let me get Dexley. Dexley the chair. If you don't know, what video was that? Look at the BLT video. Leanne, I love it. I love it. It is so good. It is so good. I'm gonna bring y'all down. The cooking demonstration is over. Now we move into the chat and chow where I actually eat my food. Highly recommended. It's so good. It's so creamy. So much flavor. All right. So y'all know I'm janky. It's just me and my iPad, but here we go. All right. And then let me see what I can do with you. Instagram. All right. I'm gonna get a fork and a knife so I don't look like a homeless person. I get a steak knife since it's serrated. So Leanne says she's been eating these. Okay, let me move Instagram down. God, it's such a. Oh gosh, hopefully that's not too low. Um, Leanne says she's been eating these pretty much every day. And you said you've lost 6 pounds or something like that? Dexley, y'all. The whole Dexley story. But yes. You added it to the grocery list? Absolutely. So any pepper of your choice. I know my etiquette teacher is going to get me, but y'all, once you cut them in half and they're in like little. So here's your etiquette lesson for the day. I didn't know this. Sophia knows this. When you have a canapé or a little finger food, the proper size is actually one that you can put the whole thing in your mouth and you don't have to return it to the plate. So if you're hosting a party, like in my mind, You know, I'm a lady of leisure, having fancy parties, twirling in a cocktail dress, talking about life. But it's just me. But yeah, it should be, bite size. But forgive me. Because of that, you shouldn't have to pull it away from your face. So I got the fork. But yeah, these are really good. Try them with any pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper. For the family, you could make stuffed peppers night. This is the breakfast version with egg. You could do any protein, right? You could do, oh, my strawberries are here. You could do crumbled turkey sausage. We've talked about that. Butterball makes the already cooked crumbled turkey sausage. You can just put that in there with your cheese and onions and garlic. I've seen a pizza version where you do red sauce. You could cut up like pepperoni and put in there. I've seen a Latin version, like a taco version with ground meat and like salsa, whatever you like. Mm, mm. Leanne says she's 6 pounds down. Ooh, Leanne has even done a Philly cheesesteak version. That sounds good with some shredded beef and mozzarella or provolone, whatever you can have. Y'all know it would be goat's cheese for me. You already have the peppers, so just sliced onion. Philly cheesesteak would be awesome. Mmm. Mm-hmm. So good. So, so good. I don't know where I want to go next. I'm eating my fruit. I'm eating my stuffed peppers. Mm-hmm. It does sound good. The Philly cheesesteak. Get some nice, should have a napkin on my lap. Don't want to mess up my dress. I'll actually be in Zoom meetings later. But yeah, I mean, y'all, this is all that I do. It's like I come up with a recipe or I try a recipe that I like, and then I think of all the different variations that I could have to enjoy it. So, use your creativity. The other thing that I've shared for anyone new here, because I am so grateful to be able to work from home, I keep the cooking channels on mute. I used to have the news on, but y'all know that's depressing. So when I'm working, I keep the cooking channels, Food Network, Bon Appetit, all of that stuff. My Echo Show, the screensavers, it's food. In my social media, I follow the food channels. I like food. I know some people are just like, yeah, it doesn't matter as long as I'm not hungry. I actually want the food experience. Y'all, this is so good. The way the skin is kind of blistered off and you see it's kind of very juicy. So good. So a lot of my inspiration comes from watching other things, and I'm like, that looks amazing. But I can't have that, and I can't have that, and I can't have that. But if I substitute, then I can have it. So that's where a lot of my, creativity comes from. But cookbook is coming. So rude, I'm sorry. Found a template. So I'm going to get 15 to 20 recipes. Y'all can let me know what your favorites are, but I'll try and put a variety. And then, I'm always thinking about the family. So you can do this stuff with your kids. Get your kids in the kitchen. I've had the boys, cooking since they were little. They still say it tastes better when I do it, but, at least know how to. If you have someone cooking for you, even better. But, if not, at least you know your way around the kitchen. So I'll do like a kids cookbook. Mm. The red pepper flake really That sweet heat, really good. This would probably be good with like some feta. I don't know. You can make it however you like. Whatever you like. A bite for you, Instagram. A bite for you, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You're right, Leanne. Lining the inside with the cream cheese gives it like a little tangy. I don't know. It's almost like, if you eat mayo or, something, you put that first layer on your bread. Thank you, Mona. Then you sit down and eat, and it's just, hey, Cigars with Mac, welcome in. We're eating now. The demo is over, but I'm so glad you guys are here. So we did stuffed peppers. I have one egg white left. So you guys can see this was one pepper, one green pepper cut in half. You could do 2 eggs. You could do egg whites on both sides, or you could do half and half like I did. And it's quite filling. When I'm not full, but I'm getting there. But when you eat real food, and y'all know I'm not the food police. Look, I struggle just like you. But a lot of the stuff that we eat doesn't give our body nutrition, and then you find yourself still hungry, and so you're eating again, and we overeat, and we all know what happens when that happens. So Leanne says something about you took store-bought fig jelly, mixed in your own diced jalapenos. Look at you. And some jalapeno juice. I didn't even know that jalapeno juice is a thing. Excuse me. Is jalapeno juice like the leftover juice, like pickle juice that comes out of the jar? Or is that actually a thing? You made your own fig jalapeno jelly this week. Yeah, that sweet heat is nice, right? Yes, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you all for being here. As a content creator, like Lead Attorney calls me, it's so funny. I'm like, I don't think of myself. People are like, you're a content creator, you're an entrepreneur. I'm like, I'm really just making the food I'd be eating anyway. I just slow down and tell you guys what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But I definitely appreciate you being here and would love for the channel to grow organically. Y'all are not in the place where anything is going to go viral. So I appreciate you coming back and doing the chat and chow with me. Okay, so here's the funny story from last night. Y'all ready for a little story time? Another embarrassing one. Whatever, it's just me. All right, let me have another bite. So, okay, jalapeno juice comes from the pickled jalapenos. So again, tonight we're doing our cook along with Vel and with Maria. Maria, we're gonna wrap up in like 4 minutes here, 4 or 5 minutes. And then if you are available after, we'll do a quick like tech check. Coffee's still good. So again, the cook along. I'm gonna be cooking with friends tonight. Vel and Maria have decided to go live and cook with me, so I'm gonna bring them on the screen. We're going to go through our ingredients. We're making Maggie cakes and candied bacon. That will be tonight, which is April 29th, Friday at 5 o'clock. So you can kick off your weekend with Maggie if you want. So that'll be my second meal of the day. So good. And when it's set, obviously it gets juicy, but the flavors just, So I connected with Vel yesterday. If y'all were on last night, what did I make? Oh, pizza and salad. It was good. So I asked Vel, stick around and we'll connect and we'll do a quick tech check. Because she's going to be in her kitchen, Maria's going to be in her kitchen, and I'm going to be in my kitchen. And y'all, I'm a real person. So I was tired. It's a labor of love, but it is labor. It's work for me to, present. But it's good. It holds me accountable, and I'm not going anywhere. So I'm sitting in Dexley last night, and I pinged Vel, and I said, "Are you available to do a quick tech check?" And she said, "Sure. Just give me a second." And in that second, Maggie, y'all, I was gone. I was gone. I sent her the link. I don't know how long I was out. And you know how you like kind of wake up startled and you're like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be doing something? Vel was sitting here. Vel was sitting here like, Maggie. These kind of softwares, when you bring someone on the screen, they come up muted. So I have to enable their sound. So she's sitting there waving like, Maggie. Y'all, I had had my meal. The itis had kicked in. I was just, exactly. So I was so embarrassed. I was like, ooh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, I know you said just give me a minute. And in that minute, y'all, I'm like that though. I've always been like that. I can fall asleep like that. I mean, not like out driving, but if I'm home or somewhere comfortable, I'll be gone. And then I'll wake up like, what happened? So we got everything connected. Oh, no, don't feel bad, sweetheart. It is not you. It's on me. But look, hey, I'm here for you all, and I'll sleep when I sleep. Do not feel bad. I'm just happy that you're going to be here. So, Maria, you and me, let me take this last bite. Mm, so good. Way too big, but so good. Y'all, Mona says she's down 7 pounds. She says her husband noticed it at first, then you got on the scale and you were shook. Oh, that's amazing, Mona. And what a pleasant surprise. Let me know, what have you done? I know, that's amazing. Y'all, we all struggle. It's all something. I've struggled with weight my whole life, gone up and down, and now I finally found something that I can enjoy. Congratulations, Mona. Y'all, that's how it starts. I'm down 75 pounds, but it started with 5 pounds. That's why you see me doing my 5-pound milestones. Because if you think about, the end goal, it's like it's insurmountable. You saw my post in Costa Rica. I never thought I would get under 200 pounds. And then I did. And I was just kind of like, you know, some people just struggle with weight later in life, maybe after kids. But for me, it's been a lifelong struggle. And so I always, thought of myself as the big girl. But I'm not. The weight is coming off slowly. And so I'm so happy for you, Mona. I'm so happy. Congratulations. That just makes me happy. I'd love to know. What's worked for you. We all want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So she says, hey, Monique. She says, you've been eating right. You work out, but it's really been ditching the sweets and processed sugars. Y'all, the sugar is a culprit. If that's one thing you can change, the sugar, you would be surprised. And you have a meal. For 2 weeks, you've been eating at home and not skipping breakfast. That just warms my heart. That's the best news that I've heard all day. I'm really happy. All of these meals you can make with the full flavor ingredients and eat at home. You can use substitute ingredients, but something about just eating at home. I mean, we all like a home cooked meal. That's just what I do because that's how I was raised. But if it's new to you, it's completely fine. We all start somewhere. I've burned stuff, I've oversalted stuff, so it's okay. And that's what I was told to do. So my cookbook will be very simple, very basic, you know, just kind of starters, kind of telling a little bit, a little bit of my story, but also just giving you guys some options, because that's the information is really the key for me. It's like now I know, okay, I don't tolerate this well. I'm going on vacation and I'm going to eat it. So if I feel a little sluggish, if I feel a little bloated, if I have more headaches than usual, I know it's the food, but that's what gets me back on track. So I am eating for health reasons, and then the weight kind of comes off as a byproduct. So that's wonderful. 7 pounds, Mona, 6 pounds, Leanne, you guys. And this is not even a weight loss channel, but just, the last thing I'll say, we all love eating out. I cook all the time. I love cooking and serving others, but it is nice every once in a while to go out and let someone cook for you. But, you can't blame them. But when kitchens are trying to, when kitchens are trying to prepare, quickly for, a whole bunch of people, y'all know how Red Lobster is on Mother's Day, you know? They're throwing them, Cheddar Bay biscuits as fast as they can sling them out the door. They use what's cheap and they use what's easy. And that's okay from time to time. I always say it's not about what you eat from time to time, it's what you eat all of the time. So enjoy yourself, treat yourself. But for your just everyday, regular routine, making small changes, it's life changing. Mona says abs are made in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm telling you, God. As much as we don't want to think about it, 70 or 80% is what we eat. I exercise too. I worked out this morning. I'll post it, but it's just to get tone as I age. Oh, you like the alternatives. So Maggie giving us the alternatives. Knowing how you can have tasty food while ditching foods. Yeah, y'all, that's it. I've shared with you all, I love my parents. But coming up in an average size family, y'all have seen Nana. And my dad and my brother, they're all average size. I was the plus size one. I was the chubby kid. And so I remember, and my mom always cooked for the family, and they meant well, but she would cook like all this wonderful food for the family, and then Maggie's plate. And so Maggie's plate was like plain broccoli or chicken breast or just something that, as a kid, you're kind of like, I don't want that. I want the other stuff. So what ended up happening, and I take full responsibility. But I remember, y'all know how we do as kids. You grow up and you're kind of like, when I get out, I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to buy what I want. I'm going to do what I want. Go off to college, gain the freshman 15 and then some, graduate college, start working corporate America, which I have great, I'm very grateful for my corporate experience, but that grind and that competitiveness, you put yourself and your health needs sometimes, last, so that you can be competitive. I've done it for 20 years and the weight goes up and you get married, you diet to get in the wedding dress, you have 2 children, you go up and down having kids, get divorced. I'm amicably divorced, but still like life happens and the weight was just always an issue for me. And I thought that healthy food didn't taste good. But if nothing else, I am determined, because I'm going to be eating for the rest of my life and eating with y'all, I am determined to eat food that I can have, that I want to have. Because y'all know, if it is not good, I will tell you. And I will eat it because that's my meal, but I won't make it again. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I'm down, 75 pounds. So Monique is addicted to sugar. You want to incorporate healthy sweets. The fried apples. Lead attorney's fried apples, y'all. Did y'all hear him yesterday talking about my fried apples? He's like, go ahead and make me an apple pie, Maggie. And I was like, I don't need apple pie. But of course, he can have whatever he wants. You basically just make the apples, and put them in a pie crust. But here's the thing, y'all. I'm always pushing the envelope and looking for these ingredients, and I'll be sharing them with you. A lot of this stuff is right under our nose in the stores, but they don't advertise, and it takes somebody willing to try it and, spend the money, waste the money and say, okay, this works or this doesn't work. But yeah, absolutely. I am happy to happy to share. Yeah, cutting out with the kids too. I've got a son that kind of takes after me. He's in military school, so he's in boarding school. He wants to be a pilot. But my youngest son, y'all have seen Alex on here. He can put it on. Y'all, lead attorney. I love lead attorney. He's great. I'm in his Patreon. I'm taking his class, his course on becoming a YouTuber because Maggie the substitute teacher is only 3 months old. But I'm here for the long haul, you guys. Titanium is in here, y'all. We have a channel sponsor in the house. Again, completely optional. But if you do want to support the channel, I do have a Cash App, $M PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. If you donate any amount, you're a channel sponsor for life. I just appreciate you being here. We've got Titanium, Maria, really people times 2. So, excuse me. Thank you all again, completely optional. I don't expect anything. I just appreciative that you guys are here. But there are so many ways to enjoy sweets and treats. I'm thinking about it. I need to do this for the cookbook. Y'all, I have like toffee desserts and all kinds of stuff. Maybe we should do more of that. I'm usually doing just meals because y'all know I'm eating. Like this is my food. But I will say this about the sugar. That additional sugar is highly addictive and highly inflammatory. So it will take, for me, it took about 2 weeks. Excuse me. It took about 2 weeks to get off of that kind of sugar craving. And now when I eat the fried apples or, like I'm eating now, well, they're almost gone. I'm going to drink this yogurt. The berries with yogurt. It tastes just as sweet to me as the old stuff does. What do I use as a honey substitute? You got it, Maria. Sucre and Gold. Link should be in the description. This is my sugar-free honey substitute. It's a Denmark or Netherlands or some kind of Scandinavian, Norway. But they have all kind of sugar-free, and this gives you can see it's nice and thick, and it gives you that nice honey drizzle. I buy a lot of stuff from their website. They have some granular products too, but Sucrin, Sukrin. And it says you can use it as syrup. So maybe tonight for the Maggie cakes, maybe I'll put this on. But yeah, I mean, this stuff is out there, y'all, but I'm not going to ever get like political or controversial or whatever, but we have to look for it. It's not going to find us. Yeah, sugar is very addictive. Wonderful, wonderful, Maria. Oh, you have an Alex too? Yes, Alexander, or in Costa Rica, Alejandro. But yeah, the whole sugar thing, you got to get off of it. And now what happens, y'all? I will have like a mini Snickers, and again, I'm not the food police, y'all. I've been like this for 40 years. I have eaten, all the regular stuff. But I will have like a Snickers or a Coke and popcorn at the movies. I try to save it for special occasions. And when I used to be able to drink like the big, I don't know, the big gulps or the large, now I'm good with the small. And, I'm not saying that because like, oh yeah, all I need is a little bit, but it's almost too sweet. So it definitely is possible, but it takes time. And that's the hardest part that a lot of people just can't do. That detox period. I've seen some friends on Facebook. I'm cutting out sugar for 30 days and they are ornery and hangry because your body wants more of what you give it, good or bad. And that's why, unfortunately, a lot of people get hooked on other things. But yeah, sugar is very addictive and very inflammatory. So if you have joint problems like me, I played soccer when I was in high school. And so, I have a knee that y'all know, you just have injuries. But it's fine. You see me moving around the kitchen now. But like as you age, you kind of have that body part where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna have an issue with a body part, like if something's wrong in my body, I'm gonna feel it here first. For me, it's my knee. And it was so swollen and hard to bend and just so uncomfortable on flights or on long commutes or go from sitting to standing. When I did this elimination diet and cut that stuff out within 2 days, I started feeling better. I wasn't limping. I wasn't taking pain pills. So for me, it's been life changing. By my grace. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. All right, Leanne's got to run. Thank you, sweetheart. Y'all, we made your meal. Um, Feel free to send me recipes, spam me with whatever you want me to try and cook. I'll always make the substitute version. I think we're done too. I'm done eating, you guys. Our chat and chow. I had my peppers. Pictures will go up on Instagram. I had my yogurt and strawberries. Um, Pictures will also go on the community tab. Let me just scroll back and see if I missed anything. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Salute, salute. Yes, lead in the fried apples. Oh, this is one thing that I wanted to say. Miss Gail at night is taking the pressure off, and she is going to be responsible for a whatever lead attorney wants, whatever event. Apparently, I'm going to be cooking. So that's going to be really exciting, but I know nothing about it. So I would say follow the lead attorney's channel. Make sure you're on his community tab and stay connected. I'm just going to show up with my apron. Um, oh, yes, tonight. But I know you guys did ask for a Maggie meetup, and we will do a Maggie meetup. I'm going to wait and let Lead Attorney's event happen first. No pressure. I'm not going anywhere. We will definitely get together. So if for whatever reason we don't see each other at Lead Attorney's meetup, I definitely will have a Maggie meetup for my scholars. I'm looking at a place, where we can like get together, like in a large kitchen and make some stuff together. I'm just tossing around some ideas. So yes, thank you so much for being here. Tonight, 5 p.m. is the cook along. Maria, if you check your Instagram inbox, there's a link there. Click on that link, or you may have to copy and paste it into Chrome. I will be sitting in this chair and I won't fall asleep because I'm going to be working. I've got meetings too. But yes, it was absolutely my pleasure being here with you all, and I will see you tonight if you want to watch the cook along. All right, so Instagram, have a great day. And Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, yes.